was still sobbing with her belongings packed, yet still sitting at the hotel's lobby, talking aloud to herself. Where should I go? I can't go home. That woman will kill me. Oh, Father, why did you die? If you were here, my life wouldn't have turned upside down. As she continued sobbing and speaking to herself, she didn't notice Temi's presence. He had been standing there for over 5 minutes, unsure of how to start his apology. But as he stood there, her words about her father made him flash back to his own past. It was the death of his mother that had led to his loneliness, drinking, and gambling habits that were on the verge of wrecking his life. Before Funmi could leave, Temi called out to her and asked her to wait. He apologized for everything and then offered her her job back at the hotel. He even confessed to planting the phone in her bag to frame her for theft. Although Funmi was taken aback by Temi's confession, she ultimately forgave him and accepted the job offer. As time passed, they began to bond over shared meals and conversations, and Temi even discovered that Funmi had dropped out of school while studying business management, the same major he had completed his MSc in. As they got to know each other better, they both realized that they had a shared interest in education and ambitions. This realization led to them spending more time together, and over the course of 3 months, they became close friends. Temi found himself genuinely happy around Funmi, and he even noticed a change in his own behaviors, including a reduction in his drinking and gambling. By the end of the 3 months, Temi knew that he didn't want their relationship to end. He realized that the void in his heart had been filled, and he was genuinely content, something he hadn't felt in a long time. Even his father noticed the change in his demeanor, seeing him hurry out for lunch and dinner and coming back with a smile on his face. Their friendship had turned into something deeper, more meaningful, and transformative for both of them. As the 3 months passed, Temi realized that he had fallen deeply in love with Funmi. Her presence ignited his day and warmed his heart in a way he had never experienced before. It was more than just the joy of eating lunch and dinner together. He wanted to share every moment with her. As the days went by, he felt a sense of urgency, fearing that someone might sweep her away from him if he didn't let her know how he felt. Finally, he decided to take a leap of faith and express his feelings. On a sunny afternoon, he left the office early without informing Funmi. When lunchtime arrived and she couldn't find him, she began to worry. Calling his phone, she realized he was declining the call. Confused and anxious, she ate her lunch, feeling a sense of emptiness she had never experienced before. Lost in her thoughts, she felt a pair of hands covering her eyes from behind, as a familiar voice whispered, "Do you miss me?" Her heart skipped a beat. It was Temi, and she was flooded with relief. Apologizing for worrying her, he presented a necklace with a tiny locket. As Funmi admired the necklace, he asked her to open the locket, Inside were their pictures, and at the moment he asked her to be his girlfriend. Shyly, Funmi said yes, and he hugged her tightly, filled with joy, helping her put on the necklace. He was grateful for the chance to be with her, and she was elated to have found love in the most unexpected way. As time passed, the love between Funmi and her boyfriend grew stronger. They supported each other through thick and thin, and as the relationship blossomed, he made a commitment to add more value to her life by helping her achieve her dreams. Funmi had always aspired to follow in her father's footsteps and become a successful real estate investor. With unwavering support from her boyfriend, she was able to complete her education and pursue her dreams. As she graduated and entered the real estate business, she was thrilled to be stepping into her father's shoes. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to Funmi, her stepmother had been planning to get rid of her. She knew that at the age of 25, Funmi would come back to claim what was rightfully hers. She hired a hitman to knowing where she was living. One day, as she and her boyfriend were returning to the hotel from an outing, cheerfully chatting, the boyfriend spotted a man pulling his gun to shoot Funmi. He immediately shielded Funmi with his body, and the bullet hit him in the side of his tummy. The hitman ran away. As Temi wound, Funmi knelt down by his side and shouted for help. People from the hotel ran out, including Mr. Adekunle, to see what was happening. When they saw Temi lying on the ground and losing lots of blood, he quickly carried him into a car with the help of some workers, and accompanied by Funmi, he drove to the hospital.
To be continued.